So, Sid is gone. Now what do I do? Well, he wouldn't even let me wear my hat. Maybe I could get a new sidekick. And I don't have to pay Sid anymore, so I have some extra money. Maybe I could upgrade a few things. Hello everyone, welcome to JG Reviews, now with a new set. Well, a new bed. Anyway, I know at the end of the last episode, something happened. And I just wanted to say, from the bottom of my heart, that you can just forget about that other guy, because now we've got a new sidekick. Everyone, say hello to Sal.
Hello, everyone. So, Joshua, what game are we going to play on this amazing show?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Sal. Today, we're going to be looking at Toy Story for the Super Nintendo. Hello, everyone. It's me, Sid, and welcome to Sid's Reviews. This show is much different than that other show. I even have my own sidekick. This is Joe. The f*** you want? Joe's always such a joker. Whatever. But anyway, today we're going to be looking at Toy Story for the PC. Yo, I love me some Toy Story. I saw that shit when I was a kid. Woody's all like a motherfucking cowboy doing shit, and Buzz Lightyear going pow 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 pow. Let's just move on with the story. So, if you've never seen Toy Story, here's the basic outline. Woody the Cowboy is the beloved toy of a boy named Andy. And in this world, the toys actually come to life. The toys are all worried because it's Andy's birthday and none of them want to be replaced. Woody convinces them there's nothing to worry about until a new spaceman toy named Buzz Lightyear arrives and becomes Andy's new favorite. Woody becomes jealous and plans to prove he's better. They both get knocked out of the house, and through multiple difficult situations, the two quickly realize how much they need each other and race to get back to Andy before the family moves away.
You did a good job telling that, Josh.
Thanks, Sal. As for the game, it does a good job retelling the story. It hits most of the main points and makes up some new and creative ones along the way, such as a competition between Buzz and Woody. Buzz should have just got his arm gun and blast the out of his cowboy ass. An extension to how Buzz gets knocked out of the window, and a dream sequence with Woody and a nightmarish Buzz. You know, Sal, as I talk about these things, you can come in with your own little quips. You know, your own little smart alecky responses.
Yeah, but that's very rude for a sidekick to do, and I don't think these nice people would want to see that. Who would want to see that?
Well, I think I would.
Oh, well, I'll try.
As for the gameplay, like most of the Disney games, it's a platformer. You play as Woody, and you use your whip as a weapon, even though it's more of a stun weapon.
Because, really, why would we want to kill anything?
But I'll get to that later. Each of the levels, well, for the most part, are unique, and it even features some clever boss battles, such as the before-mentioned Nightmare Buzz, and also the Claw Machine. One of the strangest levels is this one where you're in a first-person perspective, trying to rescue the little green men. It's hard to know if you're past the edge of the wall, so you tend to get stuck a lot. It might have been cool at the time, but nowadays it seems really outdated.
Yeah, who would have ever wanted to combine Wolfenstein and Toy Story? But I still give them an A for effort.
A problem I have with this game is the overabundance of those side-scrolling moving forward levels. The amount of things you're supposed to dodge is ridiculous, like the army men when you're riding Rex, and especially this one near the end with Scud, the dog of... Never mind. What do you mean? Oh wait, oh you got the same name as him! Another problem is the driving controls with the RC car. You will crash a lot, so you'll try to slow down, which helps, except you have a time limit with the battery which you need to refill. Thankfully, there are only 2 of these levels.
Well, those cars never really were that easy to drive.
What makes the PC version and also the Genesis version different is the inclusion of a level called Daytona.
Oh shit, like the racetrack. It plays similar to Outrun, an arcade game made by Sega. Also for the PC version, the level that resembles Wolfenstein is removed. Thank goodness.
But there's one thing
That makes this game nearly unbearable. The difficulty.
Well, practice makes perfect.
You just suck.
This game is extremely tough. Like I mentioned earlier, the whip can't kill anything. Well, I take that back. The only thing this whip can kill is the Nightmare Buzz. Everything else is either stunned or immune, and it doesn't help that the hit detection in the SNES version is just awful. You can also use it to grab onto hooks, but again, the detection, even when you're just jumping, is so broken that you'll miss your mark and fall constantly.
The crazy part is that the boss fights are pretty dang easy, especially the claw machine, which, if you know what to do, you can defeat it in under a minute. Also, when you're fighting Nightmare Buzz, once you knock out his shield, it never comes back. So once his recovery time is ended, you can immediately land another attack. Overall, the gameplay, while it is unique with the variety of level styles and neat boss battles, even though 2 of them are Buzz,
It is a very frustrating game. With the amount of enemies it expects you to get through, be ready to die a lot.
Hey Joe, why don't you talk about this part, and then I'll come in with my own little quips.
So you'll be like a sidekick?
No, just giving you a chance to talk.
Okay.
The PC version looks great, and like The Lion King, it uses a lot of voice clips. Some taken from the movie, and some recorded specifically for the game. Unfortunately, these get really repetitive, especially the ones Buzz says during your fights with him.
Watch out!
You don't want to be in the way when my laser goes off.
Watch out! To infinity and beyond!
Gosh. And in the end, you'll be quite annoyed by it.
There are some sections in this game where the graphics look very dated. Like the level where you're sneaking into Pizza Planet. The legs there look really weird compared to the characters. But I guess that makes sense seeing as how weird the humans in the movie looked.
Coincidentally, the dog looks just like he does in the film. By that I mean the dog in the movie looked like he belonged in a video game.
For cutscenes, you get a picture out of the movie and some text. The only part of the movie that doesn't have a level is the confrontation with Sid.
All you get is a little text box describing what happens.
As for the music, you would think the most famous song in the Toy Story franchise would be used. Well, it isn't. Instead, you get Strange Things on the title screen. The song was actually included in the code, but wasn't used in the actual game. Now, another thing is the end credits. There is no music over them. Maybe a minor bit of nitpicking, but it's something that kind of annoys me. Okay, so, what do we have for the cheats?
Josh, I'm surprised. Why would we ever want to cheat?
Just tell us.
Okay. For the Super Nintendo version, in level 1, walk over to the dresser with the army barrel on top and jump into the first open drawer. Hold down until your star begins to flash and spin. Now you'll be invincible, and also if you pause the game and press select, you'll skip the level.
So, Joe, tell us about the cheats. Isn't that your thing? Yeah, I guess so. For the PC version, if you type in abracadabra, you'll get a level select.
So overall, what do I think of Toy Story for the Super Nintendo? Well, I'm just going to say this, and I know I'm going to get some flack for it, but the Super Nintendo version of Toy Story is pretty bad. Like I mentioned before, the detection when it comes to jumping and attacking is absolutely broken. And of course, that unnecessary first-person level. So, if you want to play a good version of Toy Story, play the one on the Genesis, which I don't have. But I know somebody who might.
So overall, the PC version of Toy Story is pretty good. It's a very difficult game, but it has that nice level select code. But here's the big problem, and probably something I should have mentioned earlier. This game doesn't work on modern operating systems, so unless you're still running on Windows 95, this game is impossible to play. So if you want to play a good version of Toy Story, play the Genesis version, which...
Hey, Sid.
Josh, what are you doing here?
We live right across the street from each other.
Oh, right.
I was wondering if you had Toy Story for the Genesis.
No, actually, I was about to ask you the same thing.
Why?
Oh, I'm reviewing the PC version.
You have a computer that can run that?
No. By the way, that's my sidekick, Joe.
Joshua Gillespie, longtime fan. You make some pretty cool shit.
Thank you. Look, Sid, I know we had our fight, but...
No. Doing this review has made me realize that I'm better as a sidekick.
Well, if you want to do a review at any time, just tell me, okay?
Well, thanks.
This is adorable.
Well, will you come back to the show?
If you'll let me come back.
Whoa. You said you were going to pay me.
Oh, right. How much did I say I owed you?
How much you got?
Sid, the show felt weird without you. And I bet all these people watching are gonna hate this episode because they don't ever see you.
No. They were probably happy they didn't see me.
Well, I'm glad you're back. And Sid, there's something I wanted to tell you.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the games look tough ahead and I need some cheats so I won't be dead, I'm always glad I've got my good pal Sid, 'cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me.
Look, I'm Joshua. Howdy.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You got troubles, I got them too, and there isn't a game that we can't review. We stick together, we can see it through, 'cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Some other reviewers might be older than I am, probably smarter too. No, maybe, but none of them will have a sidekick like I do. It's me and you. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. They're gonna know Sid and JG. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. A friend in me.
So overall, what do we think of Toy Story?
Well, I think we can sum that up in 4 words. Play the Genesis version.
The Super Nintendo game can be fun, but the jumping and attacking mechanics are absolutely broken, and it doesn't help that this is one of the toughest Disney games I've ever played.
And for the PC version, even though it's an exact replica of the Genesis game, unless you're still running on Windows 95, you won't be able to play it.
Oddly enough, neither of us have the Genesis version.
Isn't that a crazy coincidence? So, where are we headed next in the summer of Disney?
Well, I think we're headed back to the Disney theme parks.
Oh, More Disney World?
More like Disney, the other side of the world.
Oh, snap!